Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Xiao Zhan's reputation is polarizing, the bitterness and confusion behind the attention of thousands of people. The cover character of one issue of Esquire was Xiao Zhan. To this day, he remains a polarizing figure. People who hate him find ways to scold him even when they see his face. People who like him look up his past countless times and feel sorry for him over and over again. It seems that from the moment he entered the entertainment industry, or in other words, from the moment he became popular, he couldn't be himself. I began to understand that I did not exist. I was the gap between the person I wanted to be and the person others shaped me to be. This is a passage from Xiao Zhan himself excerpted from the Esquire article. I remember him saying countless times that life in the entertainment industry is a job for him, and everything he does is to do this job well. Before the most terrifying thing happened, he was like this in the eyes of everyone who came into contact with him. He is serious, polite, and conscientiously completes the tasks in his hands. He does not push himself to a certain limit and never says or does excessive things. Maybe if you look at the full version of the video of someone being beaten to death by a certain CP fan group, and looking at those comments, you will find that he is called Brother Ninja. Maybe it was in front of the camera. Maybe it was because the person who kept chatting was a child 6 years younger than him, or maybe it was just because they were collaborators and he didn't want to make the atmosphere too bad. No matter what kind of situation he encounters, he always endures it again and again. After he can't bear it and responds, he always thinks of ways to ease the atmosphere. He is such a person who cannot feel comfortable in front of the camera. Even now, no one can accurately describe what Xiao Zhan is like. He is always alienated and always demands to be in the best condition in front of the camera. He doesn't know what kind of condition he should be in and how to interact with the entertainment industry get along. When a person suddenly becomes famous, those parts that are liked are often deliberately magnified, and no one cares about the person himself. They like the person in their fantasy, and Xiao Zhan once gradually lost himself in order to play this person. Esquire's article mentioned a lot about Xiao Zhan's childhood. He and his family worshipped their ancestors, lived in a community of an auto parts production company, and would break their butts while playing with their friends. At that time, he was so small, but he was not afraid of anything. But now, with his height of 183.6, he has begun to be afraid of the world. He was originally an ordinary person with good looks. Like many people who went to work in companies after graduating from college, he clocked in on time and at the right time every day, received his salary, and paid part of the money to his parents. He doesn't smoke or drink, has no bad habits, and doesn't even care about dressing up. He only goes to the mall when necessary. He is far from the refined and fashion-savvy person in the eyes of fans. Image management is something that everyone who enters the entertainment industry must do, especially for popular celebrities. They must always pay attention to managing their body, appearance, and dress. This person has always liked buns and hot pot, but in order to look better in work, he began to restrain his desires, quit carbs, and become a better-looking person in the eyes of everyone. Sometimes he couldn't tell whether the Xiao Zhan now belonged to him or to someone else besides himself. He has never been a person who is good at talking about pain, even if that way can make people have a deeper connection with him. Originally, he was still a treehole-like character, and there were always people willing to talk to him about his troubles. But later, he was unwilling to even take on this role because it was risky. He didn't want to be the one who would be suspected if things were leaked. He began to become a person who did not allow himself to make mistakes. Even if his heart was ups and downs, he had to act like a person who had made no mistakes. He likes to run. Every night, as long as there is no need for filming, he will walk along a certain section of the road until he is soaked to the skin and begins to breathe more freely. He said that at that time, he belonged to himself. His main experience now is in filming, trying to make himself a better actor. Exercising, practicing lines, acting in plays, and choosing non-repetitive scripts seem to be integrating into this circle well. But he often woke up from nightmares during filming. When he woke up, he found that he couldn't remember his lines because of fear, so he got up in the middle of the night and continued to work hard. He was suddenly lifted up to the sky. At that time, no one knew what kind of person Xiao Zhan was. Everyone has a perfect him in their eyes, but he knows clearly that those are not Xiao Zhan himself. When the flow of fame reaches its peak, the backlash comes violently and pervasively. The illusory world fell apart, and unrealistic fame and fortune left him. He began to become the target of many people's attacks for no reason. Even the messages he sent many years ago were revealed over and over again. It turns out that this is what it means to become a person who attracts much attention. Thousands of people watched and laughed at. Perhaps, until that moment, Xiao Zhan, who had experienced both the highest highs and the lowest lows, began to figure out how to get along with this circle. He understands that becoming a star requires giving up a part of himself, but no one has given him a limit, and the party making the request will only push further. Maybe one day, he won't know where to find Xiao Zhan. The self who is flesh and blood, dares to express emotions, and can still do the things you like. Or maybe, when he is finally able to get rid of the shackles of being required and become an actor who can gain recognition, he can be brave enough to be himself. In addition to Xiao Zhan, these 8 male stars also won a place in the rankings with their superb acting skills. Xiao Zhan took 2 seats alone, becoming the biggest winner of the most influential male role in Chinese dramas in 2022. His roles as Gu Yai and Gu Wei in the military drama Ace Force and the medical romance drama Please Advice for the Rest of My Life attracted much attention and became the focus of discussion. These 2 dramas not only attracted widespread attention when they first aired, but also became must-see masterpieces for Xiao Zhan fans, demonstrating his strength and influence in his acting career. Although Xiao Zhan's performance is eye-catching, there are 8 other male stars on the list who have made it to the list with their superb acting skills. Among them, Wang Jinggaiyu, another star of Ace Force, was selected for his role as Gay Lian. The selection of these 2 male protagonists made fans happy, and also showed the concern caused by the competition between the characters and the allocation of roles in the play. Chen Yi and Jin Dong from the legal drama Bottom Line are on the list as Zhou Yan and Fang Yuan respectively, showing their grace in the court. Chen Yi previously won the audience's recognition with the domestic theme masterpiece Ideal Shine on the Country, and his performance in Bottom Line once again proved his strength. Jin Dong plays the role of Judge Yuan in the play, solving large and small cases together with 2 disciples, showing the professionalism and emotional world of lawyers. In addition to the outstanding performances of Xiao Zhan and other male stars, there are also 2 domestic popular male stars Yang Yang and Zhang Ruoyan on the ranking list. Yang Yang played the role of Yan Poyo in the military drama Special War Glory, showing a different tough guy image from before. The transformation of this role also allowed fans to see his diversity and improvement in acting skills. Zhang Ruoyan played the role of Su Fangnian, the Prince of Beiming, in the martial arts drama Swordsman in the Snow. His character not only made a name for himself in the martial arts world, but also wielded power in the court. The plot was compact and fascinating, which won him more awards, attention and recognition. In addition to military dramas and martial arts dramas, life dramas, period dramas and suspense dramas also have representative characters on the list. Wang Lei was selected for the role of Chen Zuo in Xiaomin's family, showing his mature love with Zhou Sun. The emotional entanglement between him and Zhou Sun resonated with the audience. Lei Jiayan was successfully selected as Zhou Binkan in The World. He showed his inner innocence and kindness in the play, making the audience moved by his experiences. Tong Dai was selected as Yang Yuan in the suspense drama The Lost Child. He vividly performed the anxiety and determination of the missing son, which aroused the audience's resonance and attention. The outstanding performances of these 10 male characters not only won the love of the audience in the play, but also triggered heated discussions and attention on the internet. Their images not only stay on the screen, but also become eternal classics in the hearts of the audience, becoming the objects of pursuit and worship by many people. The appearance of these male characters is not only part of the plot, but also an examination and reflection of society's image of men. Some of them are resolute soldiers, some are wise judges, some are heroic martial arts, and some are kind fathers. Each image shows the grace and charm of men in different fields. Their existence is not only to serve the plot, but also to convey a sense of values and spiritual power. Compared with previous years, this year's list of male characters shows a more diversified trend, covering a variety of themes and types of dramas. This diversity not only enriches the audience's choices, but also shows the diversity of China's TV drama industry. The audience is no longer limited to the traditional hero image, but pays more attention to the character's inner world and emotional expression. However, there is also a lot of hard work and dedication behind the success of these characters. The actors spared no effort in shaping their characters. They constantly challenged themselves, broke through their own limitations, and won the recognition and respect of the audience with their own strength. But at the same time, they are also under tremendous pressure and responsibility. They need to maintain their image and status at all times and work hard for their careers and the expectations of their fans.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.